Hello people out there, this is Mike of the 2.5 Stages, and this is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets playthrough part 2. It's just me or is the audio a little distinct? Anyway, I did go back off screen, well, I can't really say off screen because I do record it, but I cut out going back and doing a score run of the December challenge. I'll be tossing that in the video at the end of this playthrough. It appears that Gryffindor has nearly 5.5 times more house points than the second place house. They really made it way too easy to collect house points in this game. There's, let's see, it's possible to get 280 points for each of the 4 spells and their, class, trace, arrow key things. So that's a... 1,120 house points from there. You can get up to, I think, 60 house points for 6 Quidditch matches, which is another 360. And... yeah. They really made it way too easy to get house points in this game. I remember from reading the books that a lot of the, oftentimes the middle place houses in the house point ceremony at the end of the year had only about 300 and something house points. And then right now, this is only a quarter of the way through the game. Well, not really, but it's at the beginning of the game and I've already almost got that. And what were they thinking when they gave you so many house points in this game? Anyway. This is the Bean bonus room. I do run a pretty standard path every time I come through here. So I think the future ones will be sped up or something like that. Just to save time, because all it is like a couple new spells, well, a new spell every time that you have, and you can access a little bit of new area. And I don't know, the last one, Spongify, the green tiles on the floor, that can be pretty interesting. I might not speed that up. We'll see. Anyway, I'm noticing right now that while narrating this video in Windows Movie Maker, that it appears that the top and bottom of the screen have been cut off. That's kind of strange. It was like that in the recording too when I go back and look at the video. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, and when you have a certain amount of house points, then you get to stay in the Bean bonus room for a ridiculous amount of time, which just kind of gets boring after quite a while. I like how those two random girls just ran right through between Harry and Wood. Anyway. What happened to the second one? There were 2 of them when they ran by the first time. I don't know. So yeah, this place is the Quidditch pitch. You can talk to Fred and George standing out here, starting now, and they will sell you some things. This guy is wearing a G on his shirt. I'm guessing he's George, although not necessarily. He will sell you this armor, which lets you take... Stop that! Lets you take hits a little bit easier from bludgers and stuff when you're flying around. And George will just, or the other one, yeah, that if you've read any of the books, you'll know that's a faster broom than Harry's because Malfoy is rubbing it in for quite a while in the books. Anyway, so you can talk to that sign there, and that's just schedule for Quidditch, and you can start playing matches there. And follow Wooden here, and do stuff, and do stuff, and do stuff. I'm realizing how uninteresting I must sound. Anyway, Quidditch in this game. First, I'll just talk over Wood here. For a side quest, so to say, of the game, it looks like the game designers really did put a lot of effort in there, and I'm going to go and invert these this broom control here. I don't know if you can change the difficulty here actually until I saw it now. Or maybe it won't. Anyway, you will see when I cover the Quidditch League at the end of the playthrough that there was a lot of random details that you would wonder why they even thought of it, but it was really interesting. You'll probably see what I mean later. You know what? Why don't you just stop talking and just tell us to go read Quidditch to the Ages or something like that? That'll be a lot faster. Anyway, where was I? Over the course of the year, yeah, there are 6 Quidditch matches you can play that get unlocked one by one as you win, and actually, I don't know if you have to win them. I think you just have to pass certain points of the game, and yeah. So 2 of those matches you play Hufflepuff, 2 of them you play Ravenclaw, and 2 of them you play Slytherin, and Slytherin. They really kind of... Malfoy is the other seeker in Quidditch, and he does a lot of trash talking, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, more on that later. Although they did kind of make Quidditch too easy, I think, because you automatically home in on the snitch, and all you have to do is get rid of the enemy sneaker. The enemy seeker, and that's kind of not as interesting as it could be. Don't mind me dropping the earbuds.
What are you doing here, Malfoy? I'm a Slytherin seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new rooms. Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent. No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mucker. Hate that one, Malfoy. Well, at least I could afford it, Weasley, unlike you. Leave it, Ron. He's not worth the trouble.
Oh, they completely nerfed that from the book. The slugs.
Speaking of mud, October arrived damply at Hogwarts, spreading a soggy chill over the grounds and into the castle. A different kind of chill would soon set in as well.
Anyway. Although I kind of don't know if the game developers would have wanted to actually put them in the game, because the slugs part was kind of disgusting from the movie and the books. Anyway. Quidditch. Well, I guess I like this homing in on the snitch thing in this Quidditch game better than it was in Sorcerer's Stone, where you had to go and first you had to go and find the snitch, then you had to go and like fly through the rings and follow it for so long, and that was kind of annoying.
Today, you will attempt to learn the art of mixing one of the most useful potions ever concocted. The Wiggenweld potion. Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done. Get up here immediately. The Wiggenweld potion will restore some of your lost stamina. Even a single bottle is capable of healing the most grievous wounds. In this chest are the two ingredients of Wiggenweld potion. Flubberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark. Take them out.
Potions.
Now, walk up to the cauldron.
The most useful potion ever concocted is debatable, cause I don't know, there's some pretty interesting potions mentioned elsewhere in the Harry Potter continuum.
Careful, Potter. You don't want to lose house.
Or the main story anyway, not all these side video games and movies and whatnot.
Press spacebar. Back to your seat, Potter.
Alright, thanks for breaking the fourth wall, Snape.
Adventurous, or more probably clumsy, will no doubt want to make Wiggenweld potions on your own. And therefore, there are cauldrons like this one throughout Hogwarts. They are the only cauldrons in which Wiggenweld potions can be made. And the ingredients, flubberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark, can also be found throughout Hogwarts. Now, for today's lecture, the history of flubberworm mucus extraction.
I just realized, does anyone remember that middle school trick, like, if your hand is bigger than your face, then you're retarded or something like that? Someone should pull that on Snape. They made his hands enormous in this game. Okay.
What was what? That voice. It was coming from over there. Come on.
Oh, Harry, stick in your nose where you don't belong. This game is seriously cutscene intensive. Come on, just finish the cutscene already. Hit the enter key, darn it! I think if I do that here, it'll stop the recording, so I won't try it.
That's horrible. What's going on? Enemies at the air. Beware. You'll be next, mudblood.
She's been sacrificed, but how? I cannot say. And now, I would like everybody to please return to their dormitories. There's nothing else to sneak in.
Come on, Harry. Professor Dumbledore's right. There's nothing more to see here.
Everyone at Hogwarts was disturbed by the attack on Mrs. Norris and the mysterious words scrawled on the wall. Rumors and speculations spread. Hermione in particular was especially affected. Ron and Harry became sure that she was up to something, but whatever it was, she knew what it was.
Alright.
Calm her, Harry, and I have an idea. An idea about what? We should ask Professor Flitwick about the Chamber of Secrets. He's bound to know something. Let's go.
I should go and count what percentage of this playthrough is cutscene and what percentage of this playthrough is gameplay. Anyway. This is just a small observation that might help some people. You can I find anyway that you can only read the writing on the wall on the second floor if you've got the textures in high quality.
Coming, Hermione.
I think you can sort of read them in a medium, and if you're playing in low quality to like save CPU and stuff like that, then it's really difficult to see what it is. Anyway, so hello Filch. Annoying as usual, stalking around at random hallways, places, and yeah.
Welcome to Charms class. Today we shall be learning the Scourge charm. Yes, Miss Granger?
I was just wondering if you could, tell us something about the Chamber's secret.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger, not myths and legends.
Please, Professor, we all want to hear.
Oh, very well. There were 4 sons: Hogwarts, Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. Slytherin wanted to admit only the wizard-born students to Hogwarts. The other founders refused, and as a result, Slytherin left the school.
We built a secret chamber in the castle for other fans in the
With a great monster to guard the children from the wind. The legend states that one day, Slytherin's true heir will return to open the chamber and control the horror within. And then, all who are not wizard-born will be purged from Hogwarts. All nonsense, of course. Now, back to magic reality. Mr. Potter, perhaps you'd like to step forward and demonstrate Scourge to the class.
Glad to, Professor.
Concentrate on the symbol in front of you. The wand is about to move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, you'll need to hit the corresponding arrow key. This exercise has 3 levels. In each level, you must successfully hit all of the arrows in sequence. Ready to try? Round 1, go.
So, if anyone heard any noises in the background, I don't know. I just started picking up these paper origami finger things that were sitting on my desk and fooling around with them. I don't know if anyone knows what I mean. I don't know. I got really bored during these cutscenes. We're making them in robotics in the last few days. When the teacher wasn't around, it's kind of funny. I don't know, that was random. So anyway. Yes, pushing buttons, that's so exciting. Oh, and missing too. Yeah, that's gonna just make this drag out for even longer, yay. Of course, even if you missed one in the beginning, it doesn't matter if you get the last one or not, because you have to redo it again anyway, so please don't mess up this time. I think that's the only time I mess up here. Alright, be quiet. Finally, so now... I actually like that spell trace there. I think I like the Scourge spell trace better, more than any of the rest of them. That, and it was the only one that I could actually draw when I was like 7 years old. Although I do not remember why I was trying to draw any of them.